Hey, Adam Savage here. I have a clean, beautiful brown papered work surface. I'm in my cave, and that can mean only one thing. It's time for a one-day build. And today's one-day build, it's a quick one. It is, number one, actually going to take place in a day. Number two, it involves two of my favorite things in the world. One is NASA, hence the helmet behind me. And the second thing is Legos. The greatest toy ever made. Yes, it is time for me to build the Apollo 11 lunar lander. Oh, this is a beautiful kit. I got excited the moment I saw that Lego was releasing this, and several friends of mine have already built this and sent me pictures. It's time for me to join in the fun. So here we go. It's going to be some Lego building, some storytelling, and definitely some knolling. This part of the equation is always the part that takes way longer than you want it to, so you feel like you're not making progress, but you are. You also start to get a feel for the structure. You start to see, like every Lego build, the engineers of every Lego construction choose certain engineering techniques for getting strange shapes and long curves and other things. It's always fascinating to see what pieces keep showing up to aid and abet that engineering solution. The exactitude of my knolling is always a battle between the part of me that wants to do it perfectly and the part of me that just wants to do it to just enough so I can start the build. One of the things that's nifty about Lego builds in general is that there's almost always even numbers of pieces, except for certain constructions. The yellow submarine, all odd numbers of pieces, all 3s and 5s and 7s, all these prime numbers. It was totally disconcerting. One thing I discovered in building with Norm and Will was that if you put parts that are similar too close together so you can't tell that they're separate parts, you can actually get really boned because you'd be looking for a smaller thing. That's too specific to explain. Just that sometimes you can group things almost too closely. All right. It's not the prettiest knolling I've ever done, but in the interest of speed and expediency, it's going to be where we begin. So let's take off, shall we? Oh, it's black. Oh, their grays are really hard to tell apart. Just gonna say it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not assembling the astronaut until last, okay? Oh, nifty. It's got a round top. That's fabulous. All right. Oh, we've got a flag. Do they have a flag? I'm putting that down last. Okay. That's going later. Okay. Now we are on to the actual lander itself. So here we go. First thing is one of these. The systemic thinking that Lego requires is a deeply pleasurable kind of thinking for me. It harkens back to young me. Okay. Boink, and boink, and boink, and page 68 is done. Wait a sec, wait a sec, wait a sec. What am I missing? Ah, I see what I'm missing, okay. This is like meditation, right? Yes, 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 there we go. Now we're on it. My friend Sasha sent me a picture of her lunar lander that she built last week, and I was like, so jealous, want to jump on mine. Oh, neato. Oh, that's cool. Nice little bridge gap in the center here, like this. Yes, they do. Oh, yeah, and they clip in, no way, that's crazy, look at that. Oink. Click, look, they even write, click, click. I would love at some point to interview a Lego designer and find out how much they wake up in the middle of the night and go, oh, I know the part I need. I'm so sure that happens. The lunar lander carried both fuel and an oxidizer to ignite the hypergolic fuel, since it is not possible to use fuel without an oxidizer in space. That, and that, and that. And these are like fuel tanks. And they sit, oh, that sits like this. And they sit like there. Oh, that is beautiful engineering. Oh, look at that. Oh, my hat is off to you, unknown Lego designer and your team. Oh, beautiful. So lovely. Okay, moving on. Yay, first sticker. Okay, so that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, and this whole thing, that's a laser reflector. Oh, right, it's the retro reflector. Ha ha, I built one of those for Mythbusters. That's so funny. By the way, everyone in the world should have a good pair of tweezers. I particularly like Tweezerman tweezers. They have the finest points, and I've pulled out a lot of deep splinters with those puppies. Okay, so I worked on the film Space Cowboys with Clint Eastwood and Donald Sutherland, James Garner, and at ILM we made really one of the most accurate space shuttle models that I think has ever been built for a movie. It's a beautiful model. And we did a lot of camera testing to figure out what was the best looking gold, right? 'Cause you can't just use normal gold. You got to do camera tests to make sure that the gold you choose looks great on camera. It's got to look like, it doesn't matter what it looks like in person. It only matters what it looks like to the camera. And so we tried all these different gold foils to discover that the gold foil that looked the most realistic and looked the most like NASA gold is the same gold foil they wrap Rolo candies in. Which means we bought cases and cases and cases of Rolo candies, caramel chocolate candies, and then carefully removed all the chocolate, flattened out the wrappers, and gave those to the painters and the scenic people and to me to do all the detail work. It also meant that for like years in the ILM model shop, we had Rolos in the break room for anyone who wanted to ruin their appetite. I have eaten more Rolos in my time, and I have a sweet tooth, but I think I reached my limit. But I still use when I do space modeling, I still use the Rolo wrappers because to me, it's just what looks the most correct. Okay, now. Oh my God, those are the landing legs. I mean, that's so cool. Okay. I tell you, as I build this, I'm thinking about Tom Sachs, and I think, Tom, you got to build this set. Since you built your own Lem, you got to build this one. It's pretty amazing. Great. Beauty. All right. Souls pass mildly away and whisper to their souls to go, whilst some of their sad friends do say, the breath goes now, and some say no. So let us melt and make no noise, no tear floods, nor sigh tempests move. 'Twere profanation of our joys to tell the laity of our love. Dull sublunary lovers' love, whose soul is sense, cannot admit absence, because it doth remove those things which elemented it. But we, too, by a love so much refined, endure not yet a breach, but an expansion, like gold to airy thinness beat. Yeah, one of my, I know this poem almost by heart simply because I've read it so many times. Oh my God, look at this. It's totally coming together. No way. It's like the control panel. Oh my God. Like that. And like that. And then this guy connects up to the other side of this. Oh, look at that. They've done the inside. You didn't even need to see the inside, and yet you can. Amazing. That guy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yep, he's planting the flag. And this guy is coming down the ladder. That's Buzz. Buzz says hello. He's action-oriented. And here we are. Ha-ha! Ha! That is a gorgeous, gorgeous model. That is really, really beautiful. My hat is off to the Lego engineers that did these. The retro rockets are gorgeous. Oh, that is a very, very satisfying build and a fine and wonderful addition to my Apollo shelf. Should it go on the Lego shelf? Apollo shelf or Lego shelf? Maybe Legos. I'm not sure. I've got one of each. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Legos Apollo 11 Moonlander Lego build, speed build. We did that in 2.5 hours flat.